Shabbat Shalom. How are people doing tonight? Shabbat Shalom. This is a very special weekend for me and for us as a congregation. Thank you, everyone, for coming to be a part of it. It starts with singing our hearts out tonight in Kabbalat Shabbat. And Kabbalat Shabbat itself begins with a love song. Yedid Nefesh on page 10 was a love-inspired song created by the Kabbalists who were totally God-soaked. And they begin with, "Beloved of my soul, compassionate Father, draw me in to your desire." And that's where we start tonight.
But before we start with that, we would like to invite up any kids who are in the room, who are in the reading and resource room, to sing a little song that we prepared for the rabbi.
Where did those kiddos go?
Where did those kiddos go? That's a great question.
Should we send someone?
We already sent someone.
Oh, okay.
Shall we sing a nigun instead?
Yeah, why don't you teach us Bina's Nigun as they come in?
What a great idea. So this nigun goes like all other niguns, and the words are yai lai lai. Come up to the bima. Please, don't be shy. Parents, if you want to come up too, that's fine also. Here are some kids coming to the bima.
Welcome up.
We got some kids. We got some schnorrels. We got one kid. I can add an S to kid soon if there is more than one. Kids.
Hey.
Come on.
Hey.
Come on.
Super.
Great. All right, so I'm going to ask Rabbi Stephen to stand right there, front and center, for no reason. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
There. Okay, great. But without blocking all of these other beautiful children, all right? Come on, what is this, your first installation weekend? So.
I'm only a smidge concerned.
All right. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Toda.
That means thank you.
One sitting next to you. There they are. Hey, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Give a little hug to somebody special.
Oh, can I give you a hug? That I can do. Good Shabbos, good Shabbos, good Shabbos. Oh, you're so sweet. Good Shabbos, little one. Hi there. Oh, good Shabbos. Hi. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Good Shabbos. Thank you for coming up. Oh, you just yeah. Bethany, you carry a message for me. Too about. Could we turn down the acoustic guitar just a touch? You'll see. Thank you all. Good Shabbos, little one.
Thank you for that, Sarah.
Yeah,
That was cool.
you're welcome.
So as we were saying, Yedid Nefesh, page 10. at that last line that we just sang, it says, "Come quickly, my love. Have compassion on me as in days of old." I have a slight difference with this line because I prefer to sing "chonenu" instead of "choneni," meaning have compassion upon us. That this is our call to God to come to us. Now you might say, look, there's enough of Jewish piety focused on the group, focused on all of us together. We seldom even pray alone, we pray together. We seldom speak in that prayer in the individual. So what's wrong with having one or two songs? But Yedid Nefesh coming at the beginning, I think is a call that we together should be graced with a special experience of God as we gather on Shabbos. And that's very much my prayer as we enter installation weekend, that we together should be graced with many good things as we gather in prayer and for Torah study, Shabbos to Shabbos. Page 11.
And the words of this prayer can be found on your song sheets.
God, maker of all, sure and strong. Let all of creation from mountain to sea hear our song. Ay, 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 ay. Adonai, ay, 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 listen with all of our hearts to hear God's voice. Nera, nena, ay, 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 ay. Adonai, ay, 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 ay. Page 12. והם לא ידעו דרך חי אשר נשבעתי ויפי אם יבואו אל מנוחתי. איי 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 נאי איי נאי איי איי נאי איי נאי איי
We have new sidurs tonight. For most of you, you might not have been here last week to enjoy them. I want to make a special thank you to Ron Levitt for your role in coordinating our action to purchase these new sidurim. And I'm excited about them for many reasons. If you look on the left-hand page, you'll see that there's some red text in English letters. And that's the transliteration of the prayers. Many people have said, you know, if you change the tune on us, then we don't know how to sing the songs in our Sim Shalom. That's solved by this problem because you can read it off just the English letters, right? And work with the new tunes that we have. So look on the left side for each of our tunes and you'll be able to find how to sing the Hebrew. In addition, it has some fantastic explanations on both left and right columns. They're different kinds of explanations. On the left page, you'll see that there's a kind of literary response to the standard service that is Kabbalat Shabbat. And on the right-hand side, you'll see that there is a sort of explanatory note about the Psalms, what they mean. This is really about their meaning and helping us understand what they're doing. So I'd like to read that one on the top right of page 12. If only you would listen today to God's voice. Hayom im bikolo tishma'u. The psalm suggests that we have the opportunity to hear God's voice every day. But in its context here, today comes to refer specifically to Shabbat, a day on which the mystics believed that we can especially feel God's presence and hear God's call. As if in fulfillment of this prospect, the sixth psalm in this Friday night series resounds with references to the voice of God. That's the one that we'll all stand up for. Please turn over to page 13.
Adonai shir hadash, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, shiru l'Adonai baruch shemo, asru miyom leyom yeshuato, takru bagoyim kevodo, tekru ha'amim niflo. Gadol Adonai, Hu Aleot, Norahu, Al Kol Elohim Hai, Ki Kol Elohei Ha'amim Elelim, Adonai Sham Asa, Odeh Hador Lefono, Ozeh Tiferet B'mikdasho, Alol Adonai Mishpechot Amim, Alol Adonai Kavod Va'od, Alol Adonai Kevod Shemo, Seyu Mincha, Bo Lechatzrot Tzavayai, Tishtacha Behad Kodesh, Mikanav Kol Haaretz, Imru Vagoyim, Adonai Malach, Aftikon Tevel, Maltimot, Yadinami, Bnei Sharim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Etzagel Haaretz, Biram Hayam, O Melech, Yalo Sadai, Vekol Asher Poai, Agiraninu Kol Ateyar, Lifnei Adonai Kiva, Kiva Lishpot Haaretz, Lishpot Tevel Metzedek, Ve'ami Ve'emunato, Ayay Ananay Ananay, Ayay Ayay Ababay, Ayay
Final word of that psalm is emunato. Emunah means a lot of things. In this case, its root is probably shared between faithfulness and truth. And the line says, rejoice, because Adonai is coming to judge the earth, judging the lands with righteousness and peoples with divine truth. And you might ask, well, what's the excitement about, divine justice? I thought generally we were asking for forgiveness, not justice. That's true. But I think it takes a week like this week of thinking about how Jews play out in the media to thank God that there is something beyond sort of the court of human opinion, facile, easily twisted human opinion. Instead, there is divine justice, something that sees perfectly and understands the heart and understands what has gone on and will judge with faithfulness and with truth at the consolation of things that we celebrate on Shabbat. Page 21. Would you please rise?
More David, Avol Adonai Bnei Elim, Avol Adonai Kavod Va'od, Avol Adonai Chavul Adonai, V'hadrat Kodesh, Kol Adonai, Al Hamayim El HaKavod Birim, Adonai, Al Vaytrabim, Kol Adonai, Makoa, Kol Adonai, V'hador Kol Adonai, Shover Arazim, V'yishaver Adonai, Erazeh Halmanon, Vayartidem, K'mo Egel, Lebanon, Ben-Sirion, Kemo, Ben Reimi, Kol Adonai, Oseh Lehavoseh, Kol Adonai, Yahafil Mibar, Yahafil Adonai, Mibar Kadesh, Kol Adonai, Yacholel Hayalot, Vayefesol, Yeharot, Ohei Halom, Kulo Omer Kavod, Adonai, Lama Hu Yashav, Yishev Adonai, Melech Leolam, Adonai Oz Le'amo Yitein, Adonai Yevarech et Amo Bashalom. You may be seated.
Page 22, Ana Bechoach, is a plea for God to hear us and untie that thing that we can't untie, something we might be wrestling with at the conclusion of the week, something that's bothering us, something internal or external. Page 23.
Likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela, תחור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושם בו אחד, שם מול תפארת, מלך תהילה, לחדותי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לקראת שבת לכו ונלחקים, נקרא הברכה מראש מקדם, נסוכה מסור מעשה, במחשבה תחילה, לחדותי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה, מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה, קום יצא מתוך ההפכה, רב לשבת בעמק אבו והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה, לחדותי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Page 24. ברכו מלבשי בגדי תפארתך על יד בן ישי בסלוח מקורבה אל נפשי כעלה. קהלה פני שבת נקבלה. ולא תקלמי, מה תשתוכחי ומה תהמי, בר יחסו עניי עמי, נבנתה העיר על תהילה, הדודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. להדודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Page 25. היו למשיסו שוסייך, ורחקו כל מבלייך, כי אסיס עלייך אלוהייך, כמסוס חתן על כלה, לחדודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לחדודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת אדוני תרוצי. על יד איש בין פרצי, ונשמחה ונגילה, לחדודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לחדודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת. Please rise. בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולם. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לחדודי לקראת קהלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לחדודי לקראת kala, Pernei Shabbat Nikabala. Good Shabbos. I love it when everyone turns around. You may be seated. When everyone turns around, I don't know if it's in my head or if it's in reality, but people's faces seem brighter as we come back from the Chadodi. A little bit of the light of Shabbat being shared with everyone. Page 28. Page 29. Will you read with me on the English side? Adonai is sovereign, robed in splendor, girded in strength. The earth stands firm, not to be dislodged. From earliest time you were enthroned, you are eternal. The rivers rise up, Adonai. The rivers raise up their roar. The rivers raise up their waves. Above the roar of the vast sea and the majestic breakers of the ocean, Adonai stands supreme in the heavens. In your house, beautiful in its holiness, your testimonies endure, Adonai, for all time. Adonai, Orech Yamim, If you are saying Mourner's Kaddish tonight, please rise as we recite on page 30. It's the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divra kirutei ve'amlich malchutei. B'chayechon u'v'mechon u'v'chayeh dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'vizman kariv ve'imeru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'l'almei almaya. Yitbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitpa'ar ve'yitramam ve'yitnaseh. Ve'yitadar ve'yitaleh ve'yitalal shmei dekudisha breichu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechemata. Dam iran be'alma ve'imru. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'imeru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'imeru. Amen. Well, this evening Jacob Halpern is here, and so I'll be very brief instead of my longer drash, and hope that each word will count for more. Not in this week's Parsha. I think this is the first time I've done this, but you know, it's installation weekend. Not in this week's Parsha, but instead in Parshat Emor, at the central moment of getting the Mishkan started. Now I should just say a word about Mishkan. Mishkan is really the central, quite literally, you know, from right to left of the Torah. The central story of the Torah is the Mishkan, the tabernacle, but also the central idea because the vehicle which is going to carry the Torah into the world is the sacred community of Israel, and the Mishkan is where Israel gathers to worship. Most analogous to our own congregation here at Beth-El. Right as we're launching the work of the Mishkan, we read in Parshat Emor about the investiture of the priests. And I wanted to draw our attention to that because it seems to me that it is probably the closest thing that we have in the Torah to anything like an installation, which as far as I know is not a mitzvah. And there isn't a good Hebrew word for it, though Evan might correct me tomorrow. As far as I know, it's not a mitzvah, it's a custom. Customs are good, it's not a mitzvah. So it's the closest analog that I can find in the Torah.
When the Torah comes to describe the ordination of the priest, it consistently uses the phrase, umilu et yadav, you shall fill his hands. Filling the hands. That's a beautiful idiom, really a beautiful metaphor for what it is to task the priest with the holy work of working in the Mishkan, in that sacred structure. To me, it's haunting. The priest would have the sacred duty and really the sacred honor of officiating and presiding over the service in the Jerusalem temple and in the tabernacle in the wilderness before that. There's something about its physicality that rings in my head. To fill his hands would be to give him the task of placing his hands upon the animals as they came to be sacrificed, of raising his hands in blessing, of carrying out the rituals of sacrifice in the temple, of offering up incense on the altar, of lighting a menorah in the inner sanctum of the temple. And I think that also the priest had the enormous job, his hands more than full, with directing a huge, we often don't think of this, staff of priests and of Levites, of Kohanim and Leviim. And some of those Levites were also musicians in the temple, who brought the music, which was actually the background to what would go on. And in a later period, according to the Mishnah, the Kohen Gadol was also in charge of supervising a huge volunteer staff who would show up on monthly guard shifts and then go away. All these people having to be oriented to the temple, supposedly looking after it, but you can imagine trying to keep it safe from them would have been quite a lot of work too. And all of this trying to look after the maintenance and the sanctity of the temple precincts. All of these would have been essential tasks. When I read those words, fill up his hands, umilu et yadav, I also think about how busy the priest would have been. Totally hands full, right? More than his two hands could hold on to. And I relate to that, because since starting with you 6 months ago, I have been busy. My hands have been more than full much of the time, as you may know if you've tried to contact me. And tonight, with all of you gathered, I want to indicate that just like this Kohen Gadol was unable to do it and responded on, basically relied on armies of volunteers, so do we here at Temple Beth-El. I don't think that we don't notice how much we rely on you. Most everything meaningful that we do has a layperson at the heart of it who carries it out. We're able to do a couple of things each week, but we really are thankful and respect the work that you put in day after day, and that's the only way to handle with this full hands situation. I also want to say thank you to this congregation because that filling up of the hands, which really is the giving over of a sacred task to someone, takes a lot of trust, and thank you for giving me that gift of your trust this weekend. And it's my intention to stand up to be good for that trust and leading our congregation at this moment. Shabbat Shalom. If you'll please rise, page 39.
Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Bohen Le'olam Bohen Adonai You may be seated, and would you please pray with me on the English side, the left-hand side. Page 39 still. Baruch atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light, who makes day pass into night, who distinguishes day from night. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Living, ever-present God, may your rule be with us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai, who brings each evening's dusk. Baruch atah Adonai, Amari Varavim, Amari Varavim, Would you join me on the English side of page 40 as we prepare for the Shema? With timeless love, you have loved your people, the house of Israel. You've taught us Torah and mitzvot, statutes and laws. Therefore, Adonai our God, as we lie down and as we rise up, we will speak of your laws, rejoicing in the words of your Torah and in your mitzvot forever and ever. For they are our life and the fullness of our days, and on them we shall meditate day and night. Do not ever withdraw your love from us. Baruch atah Adonai, who loves the people of Israel. Tasimimenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisroel, Ohev amo Yisroel, Shema's on page 41. Mishitecha, Ve'etecha, U'elechecha,
והיו לטוטפות מעיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. והיה עם שלמה תשמעו.
Vitem Kedoshim Elohechem, Ani Adonai Elohechem, Asher Hotzeti Etchem Me'eretz Mitzrayim, Liot Lachem Elohim, Ani Adonai Elohechem, Elohechem, Amen. Page 44.
Would you please pray with me on the left side in English? Page 45.
Allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel, and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. For you, O God, watch over and deliver us. And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace, now and forever. May you spread over us the canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us and over all the people of Israel and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, po'es sukkah shalom aleinu v'al kol ha'mo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Please rise. Page 46. ושמנו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לראותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל לא תהיה לעולם, כי שש ימים עשה אדוני אל השמיים ולארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
Yikada v'yikada shemei rabba.
Amen.
Adi rakirte v'yamlich mochute.
V'chayekonu yomeichon, u'chayekonu Yisrael. Ba'akala, ba'agala, u'bizman kariv.
Imeru.
Amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach, ve'alam lam me'almaya yikarach.
Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitramam v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei kudisha.
Rihu,
Le'lam v'kover chata v'shiratat.
tush v'chata v'nechem ata, damiram yalma.
Imeru.
We now make space for the essence of prayer, private prayer. If you, the Amidah, the whispered prayer begins on page 47 and goes to page 52.
May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Aseh shalom. Limramav. Aseh shalom. Please rise. 53. ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם ויכל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה וישפוט ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו אלוהי אבותינו אלוהי אברהם אלוהי יצחק אלוהי יעקב אלוהי שרה אלוהי רבקה אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה האוהל הגדול הגיבור הנורא אל עליון כל השמיים והארץ מגן אבות בדברו בחיי מתים במאמרו האוהל הקדוש שאין כמוהו המניח לעמו ביום שבת קודשו כיוון רצה להניח להם לפניו נעבוד ביראה ופחד ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד בין הברכות אל ההודעות אדון השלום מקדש השבת ומברך שביעי ומניח בקדושה לעמדו שני עוני זכר למעשה בראשית אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו רצה במנוחתנו קדשנו במצוותיך ותן חלקנו בתורתך שבנו מטובך ושמחנו בישועתך ותאר ליבנו לעובדך באמת והנחילנו אדוני אלוהינו באהבה ורצון שבת קודשך ונוחו בישראל מקדשי שמך ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Yikadal v'yikadash Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Adi v'rapirte v'yamlich machutei v'chayechon v'yamechon v'chayedechol v'Yisrael v'agalag v'zman kari v'yimeru.
Amen. V'yishmei Rabbah mevorach ve'olam lo ve'almaya yikarach.
Rak v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitramam v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal Shemei Kedusha.
Rihu.
V'amikol b'rchata v'shirata v'shbachata v'nechemata v'miron v'yama v'yimeru.
Amen. Amen.
Yesh lama rabba min shemayim chayim alei kol Yisrael v'yimeru.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav v'yaseh shalom alei kol Yisrael v'yimeru.
Amen.
We're going to do Kiddush now, but you all should say Borei B'Yar Gafen in there again because you should join the bracha to the mitzvah that you're doing it to the eating, the drinking in this case.
I would like to invite up a very special lady who gave birth to me.
Oh.
She is my mother, and her name, that's how it works, I guess. And yeah, so this is her. She sings pretty.
What's her mom's name?
Oh, Claire.
Claire.
You got same last name. What are the odds of that?
Good Shabbos, Claire.
You can call her Cantor Metzger or Claire or whatever you want. Unless it's mean. Don't be mean to my mom. Take it away, Mom.
No pressure. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei b'riat gafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech
Shabbat Shalom, Claire. Shabbat Shalom. She didn't do it.
Page 56. Aleinu l'shomeya ador hakol, ateinu lo ezer reishit, shelo asanu b'kiyei haratzon, v'lo samanu b'mitzvot ha'am, v'lo samanu b'yohem, v'lo aleinu b'kiyei ha'olam, v'anachnu gorim, u'mishachachim u'mavim, l'ifnei melech, malkei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
לתקן עולם ומלכות שדי, לבנות אליך כל ראשי הארץ. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
You may be seated. Temple Beth-El remembers the following people on the occasion of their yahrzeit this week. Gertrude Applebaum, Marjorie Aronov, Dave Bloomston, Ammon Bloomberg, Igor Bolshinsky, Pat Botnick, Ida Cohen, Joseph Cohen, Max Cohen, Abe Davis, Rose Davis, Sheila Downs, Nathan Epstein, Elaine Gassau, Bessie Goldstein, Jerry Goldstein, Josephine Goldstein, Morris Goldstein, Nathan Gray, Donald Hallerman, Evelyn Hansman, Bruce Jacobs, Harry Kamenshin, Hannah Bertha Kimmerlin, Lena Kimmerlin, Esther Kishinevskaya, Frida Kishinevsky, Grigor Kishinevsky, Isaac Kishinevsky, Jacob Krantz, Gertrude Lassen, Solon Laufman, Alan Lightman, David Levin, Jesse Levy, Samuel Lichtenstein, David Masur, Anatoly Paramitten, Yenta Resnick, Max Roseman, Harold Shevin, Celia Sugarman, Alex Silverman, Sarah Simon, Isidore Warner, Charles Weinstein, Harry Witt, Samuel Samori Jr. If you're saying Mourner's Kaddish, please rise. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divrach chiruteh, be'amrith malchuteh, be'chayichon u'yomechon, u'chayid chol beit Yisrael, ba'avela u'izman kariv ve'imiru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lamei amayah. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei kudsha v'rechu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imiru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamayim, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imiru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mumav, u'ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imiru, amen. I have an officer for announcements. President Dan.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.
Good looking crowd. We're so happy to have all of you here. I want to thank the hard work of a lot of volunteers who helped make this possible, as well as supporters, temple staff, and everyone from A to Z. I'm not going to even try to call you out by name, but thank you very much for putting this wonderful weekend together. We're so happy to y'all could join us during this installation weekend, and we really appreciate the hard work that everyone did. This Sunday, our weekend guest rabbi, Evan Leader, sitting right over there, will be davening at 8 o'clock with the minyan. This will be a unique prayer experience that you don't want to miss. If you're looking for an opportunity to check in with yourself and be spiritually and emotionally moved, then please join us. The Men's Club, I see Alan Halpern there in the back, our fearless leader of the Men's Club, is hosting its first ever Super Bowl fundraiser, and they need your participation. Proceeds support the religious school and men's club activities throughout the year. Handouts are available at the tables near the synagogue entryways with all the details, or you can find out more at the temple website, templebethel.net. Contact Alan Halpern or Steve Altman with questions. Next Saturday, January 19th, in lieu of the Var Torah, Rabbi Steele will be holding a special study session on the theological language of the Siddur. The goal is to deepen our engagement with meaningful prayer. This study session opens up a community conversation through the lens of a traditional Jewish text. We look forward to seeing all of you there. So thank you very much. Good Shabbos, everybody, and I look forward to seeing y'all once again tomorrow.
Shabbat shalom. So I'm not going to announce this one because you always correct me, so you can.
Our service concludes with a Don Olam on page 211.
Shabbat shalom. Like it was written for.